Images. So images is a big one when it comes to SEO for a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of different components to this, so we're going to touch on three of them: metadata, UX, and file size. All of those things are going to contribute to your search engine ranking. These are things that you want to pay attention to because Google's paying attention to them, so you want to too. Metadata. So because Google robots don't have eyes, you need to tell search engine robots what your content is about, what your images are about. You do this in a couple different ways. You do this by your file name. So if if my image is like image1034.img, that doesn't tell Google anything about what my image is about. So you want to change your file name to a descriptor of the image. So for instance, L.K.Valentine design logo, or cute puppy kissing toddler.jpg, right? Those are much more descriptive of the content within the image. Do also use alt tags. So you want to, alt tags are, if we're talking WordPress here, alt tags are little sections, little blurbs that you can also write in a description of the image. This helps not only search engines, this also helps people who have visual impairments. So it's important for a couple different reasons. Also, you do not want to keyword stuff in your alt tags. If the keyword is applicable to the image, put it in there. If it's not, and you're just typing, all sorts of synonyms to your keyword and you're just stuffing it full of keywords, you will be penalized. There's no doubt about that. So be very responsible with your alt tags. After that, we're going to talk about UX. So there's a big push for mobile responsiveness. People are on their phones all the time. People have their phones with them all the time. Most people are browsing the web on their phones. So you want to make sure that your images are mobile responsive, which means that no matter what the screen size, your images scale to that screen. So that's very important. That's going to start with your code. And then finally, your file size. So you want to make sure that your image is big and beautiful and can be seen on a 4K monitor, but also that it can scale down to, a phone resolution. And that's hard to do. That's hard to make, really big, beautiful images accessible, and then keeping those file sizes small so that your website loads quickly. So the way to do this is that there's a couple different methods that'll help contribute to a smaller load size, file size. You're going to want to delete your EXIF data. That's things like shutter speed, ISO, all those little things that are information that is taken from your camera or device. That's little data that nobody's going to look at. Right, so delete that. Compress your image. 72 dpi is the image standard for the web. 72 dpi. If you get any lower than that, you're going to get some graininess, pixelation, not good. 72 is where it's at. And then WebP is a new file format for JPEG and PNG, so you can still have those transparent backgrounds. WebP is the one to use if you need to have a file size. If you're going to choose any of them, WebP is it. Just a word of caution though, there are some formats of images that are great for the web. For instance, an SVG file would be a great image file for a logo because it's a vector, it can scale to any size without losing clarity. The problem is, with SVGs in particular, is people can embed CSS and JavaScript into those files and can sort of threaten the integrity of your website. So if it's a matter of choice, I would stick with JPEG or PNG if you have to, and then if you can, do a WebP file format for your image sizes.